What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Mike's Monday Motivation. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about a statistic I saw. I honestly don't remember where I saw it, but I took a note of it because I wanted to share with you guys that 98% of people, if asked right now, are they happy with their life, would find something they were not okay with. 98% of people are living something in their life that they just hate or they're embarrassed about or they don't like or isn't living up to their standards. And look, it was probably something on the internet, so it's probably true, but I don't know exactly where the actual survey came from, right? But if you look at other statistics like 85% of employees are disengaged. You look at the amount of people who aimlessly scroll social media. It's in the millions and millions and millions of people that are spending more time on social media than just being social in life. If you look at the amount of business owners that are miserable, look at the amount of families that are kind of not in a good spot, or lives, or people that are just disengaged with their success. I don't know if 98% is real. That sounds high to me, but I think everybody probably could say something they don't like about their life. But I think so many people accept things they don't like as just this is all I'm worth, or this is all I'm capable of, or this just is what it is, instead of taking actionable steps towards making improvements. And look, I think on a regular basis, you guys know if you've been listening to the podcast for any period of time, continually evolve is one of our core values. And I want to give you permission today to fail forward. Imperfect action is better than no action at all. It's like one of the more cliche things that are out there about taking the next steps. I like the statement of you don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. If you're going up a flight of stairs, you can't see the next door, but I got to take at least the first step to get to the next landing to look at the next door. It's kind of a similar theory to the base camps I talk about with building your business to individual checkpoints up the mountain to the summit. But so many people are unwilling to say, I'm not happy, and I'm willing to fail in attempts to become happy. A lot of times I've talked to people about figuring out what they want. I ask questions like, who do you want to be? What do you want to be known for? What do you want your business to look like? How much money do you need? And it's always like, well, more. And I'm like, that's not always true. I'm pretty happy, I've my ideal lifestyle, and I've been pretty open about this. Like Tiff and I wrote down everything we want, from cars to houses to investments to travel to the things, the stuff, the homeschool, the chef, the nanny, all these things. It's like our ideal lifestyle will cost us about $50,000 a month. And that is a lot of money. I'm not minimizing $50,000 a month, but what I'm trying to captivate for you is I don't need a $10 million business to make $50,000 a month. I've calculated. I don't need it, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm not turned on or jealous about yachts or exotic cars or planes. What I call mansions. Like, yes, I have a big house, but I would consider it not a mansion. But that's my opinion. Maybe other people would disagree. But overall, I'm not driven by that. I'm driven by lifestyle. Like I want the housekeeper, I want the nanny, I want the chef, I want the assistant, I want the landscaper, I want the pool guy. Like I want people doing the things in my life I don't want to do. That's part of what my lifestyle looks like. But I ask so many people, like, what does success look like for them? They can't answer it because they're so weighed down by what they don't like or what they don't have or what they don't currently operate within. And so when you do that, my suggestion to you, if there's any part of your life that you're not happy with right now, don't make a list of what you want. Make a list of all the things you don't want to do again. Your never again list. I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to smoke again. I'm never going to watch porn again. I'm never going to do drugs again. I'm never going to, engage in the DMs inappropriately again. I'm never going to yell at somebody again. I'm never going to short a workout. Whatever it is, there's things in your life right now that you are not okay with. And sometimes in order to figure out what you do want or what you do want to be or who you want to be or who you want to have around you, you have to start moving away. Action is what helps solve the problem. So if it is true, 98% of people are somehow dissatisfied with their life, if that fact from the internet is accurate, I would challenge you to say you're probably not prepared to answer what do you actually want. There's too much darkness, too much negativity, too much self-doubt, too much self-disgust, too much shame and guilt for you to have that clear vision of what you actually want. So I would start making decisions to move away from what you don't want. I'm not going to buy the alcohol. I'm not going to go to that website. I'm not going to respond to that thing. I'm not, I deleted social media from my phone completely. I access it from my computer because it became a crutch. It became almost, I'll call it an addiction. I got so used to getting on and engaging with comments, engaging with DMs, engaging with posts I made. It became the go-to vice. And I'm not going to do this anymore. So I deleted it all from my phone, and my team, manages it reactively. I get it I access it from my computer so I can, access the things I need to do during work hours. But when I'm not at work, I'm not on it. And that's helped me a ton. But because I started doing things I don't want to do. I don't want to be a dad who's on his phone at every moment. I don't want to be a husband who's on his phone at every moment, because I'm on my phone a lot. Between responding to clients and leads and all the different things we have going on with all the different businesses that I run, and there's a lot that happens. And I'm on my phone a lot, but I was like, I don't want to be the dad that's at the sporting event watching social media instead of watching my kid play. I don't want to be the guy on date night or, Tiff and I do date lunch on Mondays who's on his phone throughout the whole day. I don't want to be that guy. So I started moving away from the things I don't want to be, and moving away from what you don't want to be will actually create space for you to dream and visualize what you actually want. I'm a huge proponent of physical vision boards. Tiff and I have been doing it for almost 10 years. We just redid our new one last year, because in the last 2 or 3 years, we checked a lot of things off the vision board. And so that might help you start to look ahead at things you actually want. And then the last part I would tell you is, I think jealousy is an incredible tool. If you don't like what you have, but so many people go out and get things they think other people think they should have. When I look around and look at what makes me jealous, and I don't look at it as, well, that makes me jealous, let me take that from that person. Look at that makes me jealous, I want to go get that for myself. And that's why I look at Lamborghinis and yachts and planes that, I have friends that are very, watches that are in that space, spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on those luxuries. And I'm not against it. I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't motivate me. And so when you start moving away from what you don't want, use jealousy, use vision boards, you use this space that you create by stopping doing the things that make you feel guilt and shame and frustrated, your life can get really simple. It can get really easy, and you can really start to develop something that you're proud of. Most of the time, it's just stop doing the things you don't want to do. Stop being around the people you don't want to be around. Stop letting people talk to you. Stop letting people steal your power. Stop doing the things that make you feel wrong, small, minuscule, shameful, guilty, those things. Move away from that. That freedom and that space you create will allow you to be creative in ways you couldn't imagine possible. It's amazing, for those of you that have done 75 hard, the mental clarity that comes from just cutting out alcohol, bad food, drinking enough water, and being outside every day. That creates an amount of mental clarity that you can never go back from. Once you achieve it and feel it, you can't go back. This is the same theory. Start moving away from the things you don't want to be, and you'll find things that you want to be. And once you have that picture of who you want to be and what you want to be known for, everything in life becomes easier. Decisions become simpler, and ultimately the process to become that person becomes almost easy because you get rid of all the junk that wasn't supposed to be there. So hopefully that helps you become one of the 2% of people that are actually pleased and happy with their life. Again, I don't know if that statistic is real, but I thought this message was relevant to what a lot of people are dealing with right now. While, some businesses are struggling, money is harder to get to, and the social media highlight reel makes you feel worse and worse because everybody is going on family vacation this year, even though you can't afford it. And everybody's getting new cars this year, except you can't afford it. And everybody's doing all, no, just the social media highlight reel makes you feel that way. It's not real. There are tens, if not hundreds of millions of people that are dealing with the same things you are. So go out and make it happen. Go out and build a vision for yourself that gives you zero doubt that you are completely capable of becoming that by taking one step at a time and not being afraid to fail forward, try new things, and develop a new sense of self-love and appreciation and confidence. And if you're not going to do it for you, do it for the people around you. Because whether you like it or not, you are an influencer for somebody in your life. And somebody's looking at you right now to determine what does success look like. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for them. They deserve to have an image of what's possible when someone goes all in on themselves. Love you guys. Make it a great week.